I still remember the spring break of senior year. I was so ready to direct, and that's March 2020. Code Red. The joy, the pain, the roller coaster ride it took me through the past few years.
And before I dive into the whole process, I want to thank my school, Raymond College of Art and Design, donors, and everyone who helped me along the way. I cannot stress that enough. Everyone donated the time and talents to help make this possible. I am unbelievably grateful for the trust in my vision.
Good job, dude.
Ready? And action!
Oh hey, I got the stuff.
To be the only girl in screenwriting class, having my period depression, I just want to make everyone feel how it's like. So at the time, I was like, fuck it. I wasn't thinking about the project parameter, and I just want to write a comedic coming-of-age story based on my experience, and definitely had a lot of fun.
I worked really hard to put together a pitch deck for my approach and planned to film Code Red, a period piece back in the time, because I really wanted one of the 4 spots for studio productions to get more support from the departments. I knew from the start that my production would be on larger scales with all the locations, cast, and production design.
I think it will be a good senior thesis, and I look forward to working with you all. Thank you so much.
Unfortunately, I got the strongest advocates I could ever ask for. Vivian, she's the faculty for branded entertainment. She's in the room when they made the decision, and she's like, we have to make this.
So yeah, Correct got the spot. In the process of rewriting and researching, I learned about peer quality. And 4 and 5 kids either have skipped classes or missed school because they don't have access to menstrual products. Their education and their growth are impacted, so it became clear for me that Code Red should act as a PSA advocating against peer poverty and fight against the stigma. So Vivian and I were trying our best to cut down the pages so we get straight to the point without compromising the narrative integrity. It went from 15 pages to 9.
Code Red was slated to be shot in spring semester, but so are Catalonia and Hypnos that I produced and first AD'd in. We're scheduled back to back for filming. Santi, Michael, and I will be directing our own projects and work as a core creative on each other's productions. Knowing this, we stay in Sarasota over our winter break to get a head start on pre-production. We're booking rooms in local libraries and YMCA for casting after casting after casting for all of our films. Scouting locations, Kat and I looked at a lot of toilets. We even made a fundraising video on Seed and Sparks. In a blink of an eye, our last semester started. Vivian, being the executive producer for Code Red, found the perfect location. The color, the style. Girls Inc. Sarasota is just perfect. It's everything that I want for the story.
Will that work?
So we finally secure a location, and somehow between producing Catalonia and first ADing for Hypnos, we also managed to do all the camera testing, build a LUD, and have all the cast and everything we need. We are ready for Code Red. Code Red was cancelled. There was no way to go into physical production, so my department hired a storyboard artist to lay out the whole film frame by frame as a completion of the course so I can graduate, and I did. But man, how lucky I was to have Vivian as my biggest advocate.
What your thoughts are at this point to start?
I'll start. I mean, sure, let's pitch, because regardless, it's like a chance. I mean, who knows when's going to be the next time we're actually going to be able to pitch to someone for an idea. Like, regardless if we get money or not, it's going to be a good chance to just try it out. And I think we're more than capable to do it because we've done pitching before, and I don't think it's going to be much of a difference in a way, except for the difference in audiences.
Sure.
Yeah.
If Trisha can't drum up enough donors who want to sort of be a part of this, then it may not even happen. So there's still some unknowns, but if you guys are on board and you want to go for it, then we'll go for it.
Here's what we did to prepare for the pitch. Step 1, pitch deck. Kelly, our lead graphic designer, dialed it up and make it look super professional. Step 2, goodies bag.
Chapsticks as soon as possible, Tuesday or Wednesday.
A care package related to our story sent to our donors that Kat and Michael put together. Step 3, rehearsal. Yes, we practiced a whole bunch. And Kat even creates a Botomatic with a storyboard without voiceover for the whole script read through.
So what do you need?
Pads.
She opens her locker. Inside the locker is an empire of period products. Tampons and pads are piled up against the walls.
And finally,
Today is the pitch day. Wish me luck.
by the end of a Zoom pitch, we had our donors who was willing to cover the whole cost because they just really love the story.
I'm like shaking.
Good job, Kat. A virtual 5. Done with the pitch.
Yeah.
I know, right? It was nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
And the great news is that we are fully funded. Huge congratulations to you guys for being the first to kind of do this model with the donor pitch. And
The world wasn't ready for Code Red. COVID was peaking in August 2020. The team is scattered all over the place. I moved to Toronto. Santi and Michael moved out of Florida. And Vivian is no longer a faculty and she moved away too. We waited the summer, then the winter.
Hello, this is Jada, the writer-director for Code Red. I hope you're doing well, and here's a little update on our current status. For the next 3 months, we'll be ensuring a safe and successful production, and I cannot wait to share with you the final product. Thank you again for your patience, and thank you so much for your trust in this project. We're back in business. We're going to production in August 2021. We still have the main location and cast. Thankfully, they didn't grow too fast.
We need to recast our supporting roles and got new crew with current students and alumni. Man, I really lucked out with people. All the kids were so talented and easy to work with, and the crew. Have you ever been on a set with no toxic masculinity? Yeah, everyone's super nice and talented and fun to work with.
The magic we pulled together. You know the jungle scene?
At first I was like, I don't want to be asking too much. I can settle with a minimalist backdrop and maybe a bush. But Michael pulled me aside and asked me what I was really thinking about when writing the scene. And I showed him the theater scene from Rushmore and he said, we'll see what we can do about it. And they made a jungle. Then my G&E team never used a crane before the set and we did the scene in 5 takes. Mind blown. Milena was just given the prompt Kingdom of Menstrual Products and she gave us a tampon cake. Day 3 we have all of our cast and their parents on set, so Z and Keegan were organizing them all so Cassie could process them through costume and hair and makeup. Then we have our super chill sound team that I know I can rely on. What would I do without my badass camera team? Natasha is such a beast. It's such a blessing to work with the DP that you click with. Danny, other than being a good friend of mine supporting me overall, pulled those focus sharp as a knife. Man, I love this whole process so much, I can do it all day long. The post team was scattered all over the world. I was back in Toronto, Evan's in another city, Mike's in South Korea, Bia is in Minneapolis, Y is in Taiwan, Troy is the only one still in school. We picture locked the film in 2.5 weeks, did all the coloring, motion design, music composing, ADR, sound mixing, and designs, and got the whole film done in November.
Bro, I'm crying right now. It's so good. Let's watch this whole thing one more time and see if there's any fat we need to trim out. But if not, I think this is lean and mean. Part of the reason why we're rushing to get it done so fast was because we wanted to submit it to a bunch of festivals, one of which is the Addies, the American Advertising Awards.
Code Red got Students' Best of Show on the local and district level, which is kind of wild.
Jada for Code Red, Brinkley College of Art and Design.
We won some award, but the wildest part is we actually got partnered up with Walmart and Always in a campaign against period poverty. And we got to donate a bunch of menstrual products to organizations of our choice. Also, we worked with Global Girls Initiative and they used Code Red to start the lectures as the starting points for conversations.
I'm actually so happy to see how Code Red can actually make a difference, and I wouldn't have thought it would all come from my silly rents from just bleeding in school. So, after a year of showing Code Red around, a distribution company approached me and I turned them down because I decided to put it on YouTube instead. I don't know if it's the best financial decision I've ever made because I don't know anything about the short film business, but Code Red is created with the intention to break the stigma and promote more awareness, so it's the right decision to make it available as a resource. And I hope you've watched it and maybe you liked it, and we share with your middle school teacher for sex education classes, you know, how it's intended. I wrote the story back in March 2019, and I'm pleased to say that's a wrap on Code Red. Thank you, and I'll see you around. Cheers! I've just been making stuff that I like. Just have fun. Life should be fun.